Hey guys, Zix here. Time for the next Bitcoin weekly analysis video. I am recording this one day early because I do not believe I will have time to record it tomorrow on Monday. Typically, I like to do these videos on Monday because I want to see what Sunday does first before I make my prediction for the week, because often Sunday is going to give us a good idea of what's going to happen. Before we get into the next week, let's take a look at what I was thinking was going to happen this past week and what actually happened. It's pretty darn close. Pretty darn close. I said we'd go up to about 44, 45. We did. At that point, I did think that we were going to go below and range just below that around this level. We did not, so I was a little bit off there. But I gotta give myself at least a 50%. That's what, a F? So at least an F for effort, right? At least an F for effort. I did believe that we would be dumping today. It is Sunday. It is only like noon for me, so there's a lot of Sunday left on this daily candle. Let's see. This daily candle is definitely showing some signs of weakness. This really does look like this is going to come back down. Look at every single one of these decreasing volumes here on all these daily candles from Friday to Saturday to today. We are only halfway through today, so this volume could pick up a little bit. But for now, I think this may still be the case. Let me get rid of this. I think this may still be the case. So that's what we're going to do for our prediction. I believe BTC is going to dump either today or tomorrow. I think, see, this is where it gets tricky, right? It was pretty easy to think that we were going to go up. We were accumulating here. This is an accumulation right here. The goal of an accumulation is equal highs. Here we are, equal highs, well, close to it. That played out. That was pretty simple. I'll go into all that in separate educational videos down the road as to why I knew we were going up, or why I felt pretty strongly we were going up here. But now is where it gets a little tough, right? If you guys remember me talking about the long-short ratio, I talk about the long-short ratio a lot. We were like 2.5 down here, which is, well, actually, let's see, March 14th, right? Hold on, let me get long-short ratio. March 14th. 1.85, and then we were like 2.5 the day before. So we were really high. That's extremely bullish retail, right? Doesn't mean it's gonna dump. It can obviously go anyway. And we had this little shakeout here, probably screw that up. But I said what I want to know is I want to know what the long-short ratio is doing every single time we retrace into a new low, right? So every time we come up and we come back down and then we retrace to a low, I want to know what that long-short ratio is doing at that point, which is why I really wanted to do this video on Monday, because I really thought we were going to dump today. We haven't done that yet. This really feels like a short squeeze to me. I was telling somebody in my Discord that I think we're going to go up to about 45,300 here with this, maybe not this candle, but the next hourly, and then I think we are going to right after that, at least to this low here, this 43.6. I think we're going to go to this low right here, 42.6. That is when I want to see the long-short ratio. Right now, it's pretty bearish. It's at 0.82. But here's something else that's important to keep a look at. Open interest. Now, this is only Binance, so it doesn't take into account the entire market. However, Binance is like the setter, right? Binance sets the market. Right now, we're at a high that we haven't seen in a long time. So 70 or 80,000 BTC were moved today by bought or sold. Just today. And that's spot, long, short, everything on March 26th. That's high. The purpose of an accumulation, which is what we are in right now. Let's go back to the daily. The purpose of an accumulation, this is what this is your selling climax, your automatic reaction, your support test, an up thrust, and then another up thrust here. The purpose of the accumulation is to shake out weak hands. Let's change this color, you can't even see it. Orange. Oh, yeah, much better. Go black. There we go. Purpose of an accumulation is a pattern like this. You'll see it kind of consolidating. You'll see it squeezing. That's where a lot of people are talking about. It's a breakout. It's a breakout. Breakout. Oh my god, I freaking hate this. I hate it. I hate breakout traders. It's a triangle. We're gonna do this. Okay, shut up. It's not how this works. It's not how charts work. Anyway, we're consolidating and an accumulation pattern, and the purpose of that accumulation pattern is to shake out weak hands, right? So typically, what you see in an accumulation, you see open interest going down, not up. We're not seeing that. We're seeing open interest go up, and I blame a lot of the YouTube influencers. Breakout imminent, clickbait, clickbait, clickbait. So what ends up happening now is people rush to their local exchange and they buy BTC. They go long 100x, yada 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 yada, or short 100x, yada yada yada. But the idea is that's not really what smart money is trying to do. Smart money is trying to convince people that it's a bad market and they should get the hell out. We're not seeing that, which is why I think, and this may be the first week that I'm wrong, I think we're going to be starting to work our way down. I think we're going to flip structure and start a downtrend like this. What is that? April 8th? Well, that's past this week. So I think for this week, we're going to come down, and I think we're going to be dumping until Thursday. I think we're going to have a downtrend. I think we're going to have some pretty solid red candles down. And then I think by the weekend, I would like to see us in the high 30s, maybe low 40s. And I'd like to see us range again until Sunday, where we'll make another decision then. And then we'll see what we're going to do. So this is my prediction. I'm going to clean this up a little bit because this is all the way to April 8th. You know what? Let me do it on hourly because I'm actually going to keep these. Oh, wait. Before we go, I did say this weekly would close green. The weekly has closed green. I think the next weekly for the week of March 28th to April, 4th, 3rd, from March, whatever. That week, I think this next weekly candle is going to close red, but I think it's going to be a small red weekly close. I think it's going to close around inside this wick here from this week. Let's draw a path that we think it's going to do. That way we can have an idea. Whoa. Easy path. Easy. I just want to move the chart a little bit, okay? Can I just move the chart? That's all I want to do. All right. So let's put a vertical line on 1, 2, 3. April 3rd is next Sunday, and it's not on the chart. So we're going to put a vertical line on April 3rd. It's solid white line, maybe, not a black line. There we go. So you can actually see it. Let's go back to our path. I think we may have a little fake out up here. And then I think we're going to have something like this. And then a retest. We're going to have a big, thick red candle down to about 42.6. I think we range for a little bit, and then we make our way down to here. I think we range for a little bit. Maybe like that. And I think we're going to come all the way down to here, range again, and then I think we're going to come all the way down to here. And then who knows what happens after that Sunday. That's a very ugly path. But that you get the general idea. No, I don't think the candles are going to follow this perfectly. It's a baseline, right? You have all these high volume nodes, so there's a strong likelihood that we can go ahead and consolidate at these high volume nodes that you see. This is a little bit of a weak one here, but you can see this hasn't been filled yet. So these are all low volume nodes that you only all the way back to 18th of February hasn't really been filled. So I think there's a good possibility we will fill that node. And then I think that just about does it. I think that's what we're going to end up doing for this week. I could be very wrong, and we could break out, and we could go all the way up in here into the 50s. So I guess if I was to make a backup call, right? This is still my call, right? I'm not one of those guys that's like, I told you we might go up. No, listen. My bet is we go down. If we go up, I'm wrong. Okay, I'm not going to try to play it out like, well, I gave you 50 scenarios, and so one of them must have been true, and so therefore I was right. And I'm never wrong. I'm not that guy. You see that guy on YouTube all the time. This is a possibility. This could happen. What we're looking for is an actual breakout, not fucking triangle bullshit. We're looking for an actual breakout. We have a high. Hold on. We have a high here, and we have a low. Nope, we have a low here. We're not counting this because that's not part of the range. This is your buying climax here for a distribution. This is just a potential PS on the way up. This is our range high. If we're to go up, I would like to see it hit it, retest, and keep on going. Test the impulse, keep on going. If that happens, this is all out the window down here. What I'm really looking for, and look, I drew it already. Let me fix it. What I'm really expecting is I think we come up here. I think we push right back through this high. And then what I think happens is, this here. And then I think happens is we're going to go below this low here, retest it, come back down, and then that's going to start the downtrend. And the goal of the downtrend is an equal low. Technically, this would be the equal low, but it would take a little while. It would take a little while to get there. So we're just going to have to wait and see. This one, I mean, if I was to put a percentage, I'm not. You could probably tell in my voice, I'm not super confident that we go down anymore. The long short ratio is very bearish for retail. Is very bearish in the long short ratio. For it to be 0.7, that means there's more shorts opening than longs. Typically, the price is not looking to feed the side that the winning side of the long short ratio, right? You usually are going to counter trade the long short ratio. But what I expect to happen when we come down here is I expect those longs to pump up. Excuse me. I expect those longs to pump up to either neutral or like 1.5, 1.4, 1.5. And if that happens, that to me is confirmation enough we're going down. Of course, if we go up here, the shorts are going to pump. And then once people get super bearish, it's really going to give the room for money to fly. If we break this high here, 45,878, if we break this high here, and it will be likely be another similar situation when we come down and we test it and we go back up. This is very bullish if we break this. We will be on our way to the 60s, in my opinion. This would be the first goal here of this redistribution pattern that we saw after all-time high. That would be the first goal here, 52,000. I think we break that if we break out of this. And I think we're going to at least 60, possibly a new all-time high. So keep on the lookout for these things to happen. It could very well happen this week. I don't think we're going to stay in this range very much longer. We either leave this range today or tomorrow, in my opinion. Of course, it can play out anyway. But that, my friends, is going to do it for this weekly analysis video of March 28th to April 3rd. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you subscribe for more weekly analysis. I would say so far we're doing pretty good on our predictions. Obviously, it's never going to be perfect. You can see this is a little off here. But I think we've done pretty well. This one is where the champions are made, though, right? Because if this goes up, I'm completely wrong this time. But that's the way this game works. Nobody is always right. Nobody is always right, and that's why you see these pussy YouTubers give you 6 different paths, and they don't put their name on any of them, right? It could do this, or it could do this. Put your name on it, pussy. They don't do it because they don't want to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong. That's what I'm trying to express to everybody. It's all about confirmation entry. I'm not shorting here. This is not, I think we're going to go down. I'm going to short. I'm shorting here. We go here, I'm shorting. We go, but if I'm wrong and we go up here, I need to be ready to admit that I was wrong and go long. I didn't mean to rhyme, but I did anyway. And that, my friends, is going to end it. We have a public Discord server on our channel, linked in the description below. We have premium and free signals. For now, the premium signals are free, and you can come chat with me and argue with me about how stupid I am and how terrible this chart is. And that, my friends, is going to do it for this episode. Thank you so very much for watching, and as always, take it easy.